Marco talking Habs all day. Fans in the chat, we ride or die. Blue, blanc, rouge, bleed the colors with pride. Habs Hump Day! Habs Hump Day! Habs Hump Day! Echoes rise from the floor on the floor. Bell Center shakes with a thunderous roar. Past and present, side by side. The torch burns on, Canadiens' pride. Habs Hump Day! Habs Hump Day! Habs Hump Day!
Hey, welcome back to another Habs Hump Day show with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly from the beautiful kingdom of animal, yes, and Thailand, on amazing, great Wednesday night, November 12th, 2025. Be not busy in NHL tonight, only 4 games, but the first game is excited. 7 goals in the first period between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Rangers. Really interesting to watch this game, but I just moved to watch the Edmonton versus of course, the Flyers. 1-0. Evan Bouchard scored a goal for the Oilers. A little bit later in the night, we have 2 games in action. We have the Mammoth play tonight, and we have the Sabres. And then filet at the end of the night, the Chicago Blackhawks host the New Jersey Devils. So a lot of things to follow tonight. But the Wednesday night, this is the middle of the week. So we go a little bit more what's going on before and after the week, at the second half of the week. And tonight, unfortunately, Marco is not with us tonight. He has something happening today, and he has to cancel. So I'm going to be alone. I think I'll be fine. I think I can do it alone. And Artap is busy too, and he's going to be back a little bit later. So I'm going to do the Habs Hump Day show by myself. I'm going to bring you a lot of things. Honestly, when I do those shows alone, it takes me about 2 hours of preparation. Maybe you don't realize. You just you turn the switch, we watch it. That's it. That's all. You have a lot of things going on behind the scenes during the day. 14 hours to work. And yes, when you do a show like today, because I have a lot of subject to do, I don't know if we can go all the way for 2 hours of subject, but we're going to try to talk about everything you're looking for. And of course, we're going to talk about the just a bad night at the office for the Montreal Canadiens last night. And I'm going to give you a little bit more reason behind what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens and NHL. What we learned, how I do all the kind of number and what I look, what I watch, could be the end already the season for a couple of teams. We have a couple of rumors around the different team. So I'm going to bring to you guys that kind of information during the next 2 hours. And hopefully you're going to stay with me until to the end. The beauty of this channel is not me, but it's you. You make its friends inside of that with its fun question, with fun comments, and exchange with your people inside the chat with respect. That's it. That's all we ask of you. I don't ask it any more, and I don't ask more at that. And I think if we do that every single night, we're going to bring more people. By the way, this way, we're almost at 10,300 subs. We increased a lot in the last 3 weeks, and thanks for all of you to be a part of this show every single night. So we appreciate that. Tomorrow night, we are back for the game, play-by-play, Dallas versus the Montreal Canadiens. Friday, we don't know yet. NHL game play-by-play or something else. But we're going to do something. Don't worry, I'm going to be here again live Friday night. That said, we're going to talk tonight the NHL news around its front team. And you have a couple of teams are shaky. You have other team looking good. So it's a new wave. A different thing happened this year in NHL, and I think that we're going to be interesting to follow. We have the Sweden game this weekend, Pittsburgh, Nashville during the weekend. You have a game at 9:30. Maybe I will do Sunday morning, but we'll have to see that if I'm going to do it or not. First of all, Rick Robitaille is in the house. Welcome back, Rick. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. Hopefully you're doing well from Edmonton. Garrett C. knocked the door. Welcome, Mr. Garrett. We have Steve G. Oh, Steve G. Steve G right now is dreaming. Because if you are a Colorado Avalanche fans, you have maybe one of the best seasons so far from Nathan MacKinnon. I think Nathan MacKinnon is getting better and better. And you can see his performance already since the beginning of the season with Kel McCall. Colorado lost only one game, beat yesterday, and snapped the streak of the Anaheim Ducks by the score of 4-1. MacKinnon 3 assists yesterday. Lekonen score. And this is a team, it's fun to watch, but really interesting to look for the next couple weeks. We have Mr. Billy knocked the door. Welcome back, Billy. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. Billy directly from the Nova Scotia. Glad to see you around. And everybody else we got in the house. Hopefully the weather is pretty cool everywhere. And PW, go with what tonight? Marco Fox, bet of the night. GD Peterka to score for 3.75. The good show all. I hope PLW, that's it. That's all for tonight. Think about you, PLW. 2 pitcher, 2 Cy Young today. Screwball and Senny says SNES for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Pittsburgh Pirates, I believe. I don't follow too much everything. We have Rick Leonard, welcome in the house. And then we got Claude Richard knocked the door with RJ Calabro and Mark Elliott. Hopefully, Mark, you feel better. And Rick Ray from you, Flu, I believe. And McElwatt knocked the door. Rangers are not good at home, Mark. Until last game, honestly, they won last game. They are good on the road. This is fun. It's a team I have difficult time to really know where they are. I'm a BS part. McKinnon has been the best player in the NHL the last 4-5 seasons. Steve G. Frank knocked the door. Frank with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh Penguins don't play a lot of games this week, so you have a good week for that one. Hopefully you're doing well, Frank. Thanks for being with us. Look, I'm going to start with that one. I don't share a lot everything about my life, but I share what I want, what I can, different things. But today was a sadness to hear that, and some people born in Montreal and at the area follow the Quebec Junior Major Quebec Junior League for many years. I know Patrick know him, you know that, but today was a really sad news because he was my first mentor in junior, and I'm talking about Jean-Claude Morissette. This is a family about 10 brothers. They've been involved with junior in 1980s and 90s, and Sunday and Leo Guy and Jean-Claude Morissette and many others. But me, I was working with Jean-Claude Morissette. Gave me my first chance to join the junior side, and today he passed away for Mr. Morissette, and it's a very sad day for me because he bring a lot of things. It was really intense. He loved the game, passionate about the game, love about that. If you think about all the different players play for the Saint Laval and the Laval. It's Saint Laval and the Granby Predators. Morissette was involved. He's the one hired Pierre Greimer, Bob Arkley, Michel Terrien, and I can go with fun players play there, Francis Bouillon and Gino Odjick and Sandy McCarty and many others, and Martin Lapointe, and he was really a great human being behind the scenes. So today is a sadness to hear the PI for Mr. Jean-Claude Morissette. JC Morissette and Léo Guy, exactly, at PLW. So that's just a quick incident. I want to talk about my first thing to talk about tonight, the headlines. And the headline for tonight, guys, will be one here. I know some people are going to give me a lot of things going on, but let's start with this one. Samuel Montembeault, enough. It goes on different ways, by the way. We know we have a lot of conversation after the game yesterday with the N26 and many others about Samuel Montembeault. Hockey is a sport or with team, and you cannot win by yourself. And one of the hardest job in Canada and more in Montreal, but is to be the head coach of Montreal Canadiens and then to be the goalie for the Montreal Canadiens. For me, since I follow the Montreal Canadiens, we always have a great goaltender for years. We got Ken Dryden for me, right? And then after that, you got Patrick Arroy. Then you got Carey Price. Yes, you have José Theodore a couple of years, but for the last 15 years, until the last 2-3 years, was Carey Price carrying the Montreal Canadiens. Now, Montreal Canadiens, for the first time for many years, the goaltender situation is not the top of NHL or the best for NHL. And fans have to accept the situation. We grow with Primo, Jake Allen, Samuel Montembeault. Samuel Montembeault was the draft third-round pick by the Florida Panthers. He was on the waiver. Montreal select him, claim him, and since he joined Montreal again, he grew. Have a great year last season, but it's been always his number average around the NHL. Never been a goalie number one until last season. He did a 6-2 game last season, everything. So he started the season as a goaltender number one, and he had Tobesh behind him. My story of my headlines tonight is enough that point where I think right now Montreal Canadiens, they gave him enough a chance. They gave him everything he got for the last 2 weeks after a couple of bad performance. I'm going to give you a number the next couple of minutes about Samuel Montembeault. But I think for me, it's enough right now. They don't have to trade him. They don't have to waive him. They keep him in the team, right? But now go with Tobesh for a couple of days. Let him, Montembeault, to restart and until he feel good. But now you're going to use him. I think he got everything he can with last night, what he did yesterday. Look, this is Montembeault. He can make an amazing, great save, and then after that, he can give you 2 muffins. Last night, the third goal of the Listen Kings is not acceptable. It's not. You can defend him. Sometimes we defend him. Sometimes we said, it is what it is. But last night, that third goal, it's not supposed to happen in that way. It's awareness. It's second period. You just gave 2 goals, right? And now you have a puck go to you, and you just give the puck. It's about puck management with time management. And this is the same apply for our forward or defenseman to be aware of what's going on the ice. So this is a cramp. And this is not acceptable. So for me right now, you know what? Put him on the side. Let him play with Tobesh tomorrow. And Saturday, put back Tobesh. Whatever happened tomorrow, let's go let Montembeault a full week of recovery. You play Monday in Columbus. Bring Montembeault in Columbus next Monday. You have 3 days off after that. And then you can play home against Toronto. And then you can set up with Tobesh again. Game and Montembeault 2 weeks just to practice and to reset himself. And this is the way. This is the way I see that for him. And nothing negative. It's like someone have a bad time. We talk about this, right? But we don't want to. I don't want to hear or we're dying now to call Fuller and trade him no. We don't have to trade anybody right now. We just need to be sure Samuel come back, reset, and then really we have a good goaltender. We have two good goaltender, but right now one of the two struggling. So Martin Saint-Louis he gave, and Martin Saint-Louis said we have two good two good goalies. That's okay. I have no problem with that part. If he feel that way, that's good. But sometimes you have to go with what's the best for the team. And the rest now for the team is Dobesh. And see what's going to happen tomorrow. But I would take Dobesh again Wednesday, Saturday, and see what's happening for the next 5-10 game. And go from there. So I think this is the reason I see that. Here we go. Let's see what we got here in the chat. We have Guy right now. François Pitt knocked the door. Here we go. Ovidio knocked the door. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to get... You have any question, guys? It's time to ask me. I'm alone tonight. I'm going to carry on that show. And we'll see. Not a number one Montembeau for me, Montembeau. Marc Roy. Take care, Garrett. Got that live. Take care, Garrett. Have a good night. So much pressure. It's just a sport for entertainment. Settle down, Canada. How about that? Dr. Samuel and Mr. Montembeau. Ron, Steve G, that's like telling Texas to chill out about football. Montreal has been spoiled with great goalie qui make up for the flaw and the team. Yes, Billy, I agree with you. Rangers take the lead 5-3. I'm watching right now Edmonton. Now, seriously, Monte is not play great, but we need him to get back on track. Tobesh cannot go every game. Good point, Francois. But again, let him go. Couple of days off. Let go the team, but let him relax and don't put anything else over him. No need to be giving to the Belge and Montembeau had set back in the lax and number 2 road for a couple of weeks. Here we go. Maybe we should question the goalie coach as well. No, I disagree with you about this run for that one. Goalie coach, guys, it's just another. It's like the team doesn't know well. Is it because the coach or is it because the players? I think it's the players, honestly. For me, I disagree when we talk about the coach for that one. Sounds like a good plan, Coach Frank. Regardless, GF, who is in the net and not winning any game, play like they did last night. Guys, as a game, we have 0-8. On that one, with you, Mark Monte need to spend extra time practicing with the Raymond and work on his fundamental and positioning. Maybe get an eye exam, long shot. Now we have to give credit, guys, on the long shot. Joel Edmondson. Joel Edmondson was clocked for the hardest shot of the NHL this year. 96 point, blah, 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 blah. And that said, maybe Montembeau should stay, but he was screwed by trouble. But you have to give credit for Edmondson on that one. Billy, Ovio, Guy, Pierre, Pete, welcome back. RG Calabro, 5-3. Salut mon Guy, salut Pete, salut mon Guy, salut mon Pete. So that's conclude, guys, the first conversation we have together. We're going to jump in NHL, guys, if you don't mind. We're going to talk about what's going on in NHL. We have a couple of news to talk about. I think it's important to mention a bit. That's what we do at the first segment of the night. And then after that, we're going to talk a little bit more. Joel Edmondson played really solid yesterday. Looked like he is back in great shape. Good for him, honestly, for Joel Edmondson. The big Jack Joel. Here we go. NHL news tonight. We have a couple of injuries, not major, but we should to know about this. Nikushkin for the Colorado Avalanche is out week to week with a lower body injury from Jared Batnar. He talked yesterday, not major, but he's going to be out Valeri for a couple of weeks. Now, the Vancouver Canucks, after they lose Quinn Hughes, I don't know what happened to Hughes after the injury happened to him yesterday. Honestly, I did not pick it up more information. But I pick up the information about Demko. Demko is going to be out for a minimum 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, the goaltender. Now we have to rely on the Lenskinen for the goaltending. Vancouver, not looking good right now. But we'll see what's happening with that team. Finally, Dallas announced Adam Ernie is out weeks to weeks. Ern is played with its front team in NHL. One of them was the Detroit Red Wings. That's happening, guys, on this one. Maybe it's not only Montembeault's fault. The team played bad last night. Honestly, I'm going to talk about the game next couple of minutes. So I don't want to get that. We see like Edmondson all the time. Doesn't matter the goalie. Steve, very happy. Looking good. Here we go. Great conversation, left and right. The next thing, guys, is we have a problem, Watson. Yes, we have a problem. First, we're going to talk about Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs last night, they lost 5-3. If you look about the score, so, it's 5-3. It's not too bad. But I watched the game today, yesterday, the full game on my computer, and it was not pretty. It was not pretty. Remember, they beat a team last week. They was losing 3 of Pittsburgh. Remember when they played 2 periods and then they come back with 4 goals and they won that night? That yesterday they played the same way, like the full game. No emotion, confusion, no chemistry. Look, this is the first time in the last 9-10 years the chance to make the playoff Toronto is below 50%. And when you look at the team right now, and we don't know yet, I didn't have no update. Maybe some of you have an update about the injury of Stolar and Matthews. That said, not looking good. It's not looking good for the Toronto Maple Leafs, to be honest. As Dr. Watson from Sherlock Holmes, Steve G. About that, c'est Nicolas. Salut, mon Nicolas. Toronto at defense is hot garbage, François. Now, they lost Danev. That's not helping. Je viens de me rendre compte que Denis Cassavant est de retour pour le hockey à TVA Sport. Oui, mon Denis Cassavant. Peter August, welcome, Pete. Hopefully you're doing well. Peter August isn't out. So, Toronto, guys, we'll see what's happening there. We know how this works in Toronto. And for a long time, they never been nervous about to make the playoff. And I called it last week. They have a stat I find somewhere last week about Toronto Maple Leafs. And from that stat, I said they're not going to make the playoff. But we have to wait at what could happen there. Second, the Nashville Predator. This is a mess right there. Barry Trotz became a general manager. Since that, does not work. Does not work at all. Trade after trade, signature UFA, bad contract. No, they gave away players for nothing in return. This is really bad management over there right now, and the team is not going to get better this year. After they lost Roman Ozzy for concussion, Jose is still hurt right now for the Nashville Predator. They have contract for random. It's not looking good in locker room, by the way. And for what we heard from Frank Cervelli about he have some problem inside the locker room too. That reminds us, guys, what happened with the New York Rangers last year. And they are out of the playoff right now. I'm telling you right now, they're not going to make the playoff. They're going to race for McKenna at the end. So are they going to retool, rebuild? They have a very bad contract. Marchessault, Sekic, and Stankos. 3 of them. Then after that, you have 3-star. Jose, Forsberg, Saros. Then after that, you have Randall Raleigh. 2-year deal. So you're going to see some movement major in Nashville Predator for the upcoming, the next couple of weeks. So we'll see what's happening there. Now, for the Buffalo Sabres, same situation. They lost Ramus Dallin, but they've been hurt all year long. Kulich now, Dallin before that, he lost a couple of games. Alex Tuck, the goaltending situation over there too with injuries. Buffalo going to lose another year. This have to make some move over there. Management-wise, coaching-wise, Alex Tuck is a UF3. He's going to leave. We don't see Grayla play this year. It's just very not good over there. And this is another franchise where 15 years now they not make they not make the playoff. That's the problem. And 26, welcome in the house. Matthews does not look like he wants to play for Berube anymore. That comments there. For Sitland, the score. François must be minor fault. We'll see. Evelyn Vacqua into trouble too. Yeah. Peter, we talked about this a bit early. Now we have Calgary. Yeah, some kind of McDavid guy get McDavid got hit solid, and we'll see. All the California team still top 3. Calgary, but I want to finish with Calgary. I'm watching the game. Calgary, look, another situation there at the bottom, NHL. They have a couple of bad contracts there. One of them is Huberdeau. And then they have UF3, Ramus Anderson at the end. Kadri could maybe trade at some point. You have Weggard could be trade. Coleman could be trade. How they rebuild, how they retools, what they're going to do, we don't know. But this is another franchise. Their season is over. And that's all for that one over there. On that one is the state. Montreal, always reconstruction, François. About that, Ovizio, rumor, and Montreal, Tage Thompson would say, no, that's not true about that. I don't know if you read this dans les coulisses. Everybody asked Buffalo if he was on the trade. They said no. So nothing happened with Montreal with Tage Thompson. I said Buffalo is a staff RDP about that. So let's move on, guys. Now, on the flip side, well, a couple of surprises there. And you're going to tell me, hey, Colorado, come on, coach, you know Colorado. I'll be honest with you, not the way they play. Colorado have another gear I was not expect from them this season. McKinnon is unbelievable. McCarr is unbelievable. Edgewood, we nobody talk about him. Edgewood between the pipe is great. And this team is better at what we expect right now on the standing. On the flip side, guys, is Anaheim Duck. This is the Cendrillon or of the NHL right now. The Anaheim Ducks, they are unbelievable. Yes, they lost yesterday, but that team definitely, for me, they're going to make the playoff right now. At least you have no injury. We could use Coleman to help again team like LA and Dallas. That's one player we can maybe look at. Thompson, not a proper fit for Montreal, Peter August. François, listening to PBM more than 20 hours a week is bad for you mental health. About that. So Anaheim is a good one. Colorado, Boston is really a surprise. 8-7 win, I believe now. This is out of my prediction about Boston because this is unbelievable run from them, to be honest. And we have to give credit for different players. One of them is David Pastrnak. Pastrnak scored his 400 goal in NHL yesterday. And I believe he's an underrated player in NHL. And everybody talk always about Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, Nathan MacKinnon. And if you look about their stat, Leon Draisaitl and David Pastrnak was drafted at the same year. Leon Draisaitl, his first 4 or 5 years in NHL, it was so-so. And after that, he picked it up Draisaitl. For Pastrnak, he's always been consistency. And they have both of them 400 goals a plus. And Draisaitl is only lead by a couple of goals over Pastrnak. That said, Swimmen looking great. McEnroy looking good. You have, Kiki, 11 goal. This is a thing I was not expecting right now, and they're looking great. And we have to give credit. Again, another new head coach behind the bench, like Anaheim. Chicago played tonight. They won the last 3 games. Surprisingly, Connor Bedard, unbelievable right now. They play with 11 forward and 7 defensemen. They are the only team does it, and it works with the Chicago. Their players play more often, the forward, and they have 7 defensemen play between 12 to 19 minutes, and they have a couple of play 20 minutes and more. But it works. But the key behind everything in Chicago is Spencer Knight. Knight is unbelievable. Is the wall between the pipe on that one. So another goal from Trocheck, unbelievable goal for the Rangers tonight. So that said, it will be interesting what they're going to do. Seattle Kraken, another head coach, Lane Lambert. Kraken looking good. They don't give a lot of goal. Obviously, they lost Joy Dakar for right now, but we have to give credit for the team. They play a solid tie game together between the 4 line, and they don't give a lot of goal, and they're looking good so far. We don't expect them. I wasn't expect them to make the playoff, but right now they are at the top of the Pacific also with other team. And finally, San Jose Sharks. After a really bad beginning of the season, I think they won only 2 games, the first 7 or 9. They come back strongly. This is because Macklin and Celebrinic, like Bedard, carrying that team all the way and looking great. Randy, are you drinking, Guy? Randy Walkman, welcome in the house, Mr. Randy. Long time. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to see you. Very happy to see you. A lot of people ask me, where is Randy? And I said, I don't know. And Artap asked me this also yesterday. Where's Randy? I don't know. But it looked like he's fine. With Nazar out too, good team, Chicago, Steve Z. Yeah, you're right. Dallas, if Montreal found is out to play against LA, it's going to be a long night versus Dallas, François Pitt. Not sure, but I think Sobol won -4 last night for Pete Martin. And possible, I know he had -3 for Lane Hudson. All right, guys, that's it. You can give the trophy to Nathan MacKinnon. He is right now the MVP on NHL. That's it. Yeah, and nothing else, guys. He is the MVP and NHL, no doubt in my mind for that one. Then, what we learn? No parity in the Western Conference. What are you talking about? We have a lot of parity in the Eastern. But the Western, you have a gap of the team over, and then you have 3-4 teams at the bottom, they disappear. Nashville, one of them. You have San Jose, one of them. St. Louis, don't think so. And if you look about the percentage winning between the Western Conference, the one are going, they are 600 a plus. They are 600. And they are, you make the World Cup, and you have a couple of teams at 579, 580. and then you have the drop, the 450 and all the way down. That's it, guys. This is going to be no parity on that one. And the Western Conference, you already can put a couple of game a team out of the playoff for them. For now, François, big test for them Dallas tomorrow. Now the next one, guys. What we learned from me, what I learned, to be in the playoff this year and the Western 96 points and the East 95 points. Last season it took 96 points on the Western, but I think it will be the same number this year because the parity again is not there. And the East, I was almost said 94, but I gave 95 tonight. I could be wrong here, but I think the Eastern is so close. Between 12 teams, it's going to be a mess. And the fact they're going to fight each other for all year long, you're going to have two things go up, two things go down, and up and down like that. I expect 95 points for them, and 94, 95 could be the number right there for sure. Next one, what we learn. The Calder Trophy gave it to Matthew Sheffer. I know. You Montreal Canadiens thinking about even Demidov. Not going to happen, guys. It's going to be Matthew Sheffer. N26 talked about this yesterday or 2 days ago. And you have to be honest, guys. Matthew Sheffer is too good to not get the trophy this year. And give it to him. Yeah, no other rookie, guys. Whatever Demidov do, 70 points. It will not be enough. Sheffer can go there. The Flyers tied the game 1-1. Power play goal. Michkov scored a goal finally for the Flyers. That said, Sheffer at 55 points and play the way he played, guys. He has right now a better year compared to Lane Hudson after 15 games. So I don't see that go nowhere for them. MVP for McKinnon we gave, and I gave the Adams to Kenville. I think the Anaheim is real. I think Anaheim is going to make the playoff, and because of that, Kenville is going to give the coach of the year in the NHL. And the reason why I gave away Thompson was because of Sheffer, Peter. McKinnon stay healthy, which most likely it would be the MVP, Pete Martin. If Bisbert make the playoff, someone on the team should win MVP. About that for N26. And Mishkov goal at GF. Mark is the best in the league right now. Great point about that. Great comments in the chat. Sheffer is a real deal. Yes. You're absolutely right about that. So that give you guys a little bit what's going on in NHL. And we're going to see a little bit more if what's going on around the NHL, but RG Calabo, the hot score, everything like that. And we're going to hit now the 9 o'clock already. Sheffer is a favorite, but it would be close, François. Yeah, no doubt. If Demidov gets 70 points, but I think for me, Sheffer, like, when you watch him play hockey right now, it's like, wow. This kid is unbelievable for the New York Islanders. Now, we have a lot of things to talk about. Let's go for the Montreal Canadiens, and we'll go from there. Here we go. We're going to talk about the review of the game last night. It was a subject, a bad night at the office for the Montreal Canadiens. And it was true. It was a really bad night for the Montreal Canadiens. So I'm going to go deep about phone number and what happening. So I need your help to tell me what's going on, what you think happening also. Do you put Sheffer on the Team Canada this year, or is too early, Pete August? Quick question about that. I think it's a bit too early. The defenseman, the Canada is pretty good, but I think it's a bit too early. for him. With Ken McCall, that Taze and Paralenko and everybody else, I think it will be good. He won't be there yet. Ben Kendall is good too. Ovidio. For sure, Kendall's surprise. Seneke for me is one of them. With Anaheim Ducks. And well, it's fun to watch the new generation players. I know personally think Dobej is number one now, and he should be. Alors, je prédale Guy. We got François. You're absolutely about that. So let's see what we got, guys. I think I have a lot of things to talk about together, and we'll see. First of all, guys, Anderson score. His second of the year last night. Well, it was one of the rare players have a good game, a decent game, after a really too bad game for Anderson. And he stepped up yesterday, but he was the only one really have a better game compared to other players. And unfortunately for him, he scored his second goal. Lennartson got an assist on that goal. And Lennartson, the first play was great. After that was not pretty. We're going to talk about this a bit later about Lennartson. But that's pretty much what we got yesterday. That's only one goal. It's rare. This is the first time of the year, guys, Montreal lose by 4 goals. Never happened this season. And first time they score only 1 goal also for the Montreal Canadiens. Schaffer would be a mix of Niedermayer and McCarr. It would be great for the next 15 years. You're right for that one. Now, in my opinion, it was the worst game of Montreal Canadiens as a team together. It started with missing a 5-on-3, 2-man advantage for 1 minute and 8 seconds, followed by a power play. They have only 1 shot during that time, the full. And then you have that first period. After that, a breakaway by Evan Dimida. It's not a breakaway, it's a turnover. Evan Dimida was alone. And he just did not take his time. He just turned around and flipped the puck, and Quimper make a save. I don't blame Evan Dimida. I just may talk about what the Montreal missed at the first period. Then we have a goal. Josh Anderson at the end of the first period gave Montreal Canadiens the lead, and that's good. If you consider that, the first period, you take the lead, you're at home, everything looking good. Montembeault make a couple of saves on the first period. We cannot, he did what he's supposed to do, and we are look confident for the second period. And Los Angeles was not, derby night. And then Martin Sweet sent the first line at the beginning of the second period. Did not do anything the first line. Did not create anything. And then after that, you got a goal. The first goal of the night, it was Jordan Edmondson. And then you get a second goal, Byfield. And then you get a third goal, Fiala. And it was 3-1 after 5 minutes or something at the second period. Boom, 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 3 goals. Montreal slept for 4 minutes and game over. And when we said game over, guys, after that, Los Angeles locked the door, and we said, you know what, guys? Nothing happened now. We don't need to score anymore. We just be sure we don't get score. And they play who they are, the Kings. Experience, old team, with a great system, and the Montreal cannot do anything after that. Game was over after the 4 minutes for the Montreal. For that one agreement, Montembeault have to make a key save to inspire confidence for the team. Florent is nowhere near ready yet. Cole Caulfield need a few goals tonight. Welcome. Montreal need to play more physical, ready for Ona, Andione, Guy, and then Mr. 360. 6-3 guys for the Rangers. We need to learn how to play an aggressive before checking and team who lock Thunder eyes from François Pitt. So, bad execution, no chemistry. Change Demida for Sakaski, bench Sakaski, Hudson mistake. Mondenbo mistake. Very difficult night. Another time for Mike Mason with Noah Thompson. They split the pairing. Hudson with Thompson. Madison with Jekai or Strawball. And that's it. So Martin Zouy try. Can he take a break, a timeout after 3 goals? Maybe. He did not do it. But it is what it is at the end. Standerman is in the house. Sam is in the house tonight. Can you explain why the Habs have a problem down low and the defensive zone? Sometimes the other team cycle the puck and they always have a lot of time and space. But they play a man-to-man, right? So what happening there is the man-to-man of the Martin St. Louis is an hybrid man-to-man, but everything starts that way. If the puck go low, it's become more a box. But when the puck go high, it become a man-to-man. So it's confusing at some time because you see a defenseman up, then a forward have to cover someone down. Because you don't play a box, they open up more space at the low on that one. So they have to make some readjustments. So sometimes, like you said, that's a good comment. You're going to see the team cycling, Montreal cycling too, because the game is played on the board. The game, guys, the puck is freaking 60-70% on the board all night long. Think about this guy. Check the game now, and you're going to see the puck is always on the board. And this is where they have to improve that situation. I'm going to talk about defensive in the next couple of minutes, but you have great comments about that. That's the system have to be adjusted. Sometimes is awareness and communication. When you are at the top of the league, team are going to play you better, harder. Team are not bring their backup goalie. This is the ad this season. Get ready for stuffer competition. For that one, did not get smashed today. About last 3-1 today. By the way, any idea how long before Coley is back? He's skating right now. I think it could be next week, but they play home, Billy. So it's a question of time before Coley return with them. 6-3, the Rangers. First line would be strong. Second line would be weaker. Third line would be weak. Four line without 1-1. Rangers. Buffalo lead 1-0. Peter August. Stand about that. Be a nightmare to happen to every team. There we go. Next thing, guys. Now, I want to show to you guys what's happening for the goal. The first goal, lose the face-off, go to the point, and slap shot by Joel and Munson. The puck was there. Great shot by Joel and Munson. Screen in front of the Montembeault. Montembeault cannot see anything. Could he stop it? I don't know. But if you know it's going to be a slap shot in front of the net, in front of you, I think the goalie should move more if you have a player in front of him. But you say, you know what? If he stopped the puck, I don't need to be here, so I need to cover a little bit more on the left side. He did not get there, and I'm not a goalie, so I cannot blame him on that for Montembeault the first goal. But that's happening there. So very bad face-off for Montreal. I think it was Jake Evans. And then the screen from the net by Strawball. And then Montembeault, they gave the puck. We have to give credit for Jordan Munson. Great slap shot inside the post. And 96 point something mile per hour for that. The second is a bad rebound. Sometimes the puck does not go for you. And Montembeault has been that way all year long. I don't accuse him. I don't make any excuse. But Montembeault, guys, since the beginning of the season, bouncing in front of him, the puck, tough someone in front of the net, and then his own player put the puck in the net. That's not excuse him, guys. All right? That's not excuse him. What do you mean? What I'm trying to explain to you yesterday, Jordan Munson in front of the net. Another shot point clock, I believe, at the blue line. Now, when the puck go to Montembeault, he hit the skate of Edmondson. The puck bounced straight on the stick of Gwenfield, on the Byfield. And the net is empty, and the puck go in. It is what it is. Part of hockey. But again, this is a lucky goal at the end of the day for that one. And then the third one, guys, is the giveaway. Like, no reason to give the puck for Montembeault. That one, that's what pissed me off on that one for Montembeault. You have to be aware. You have to be smart. You have to puck management. You're in second period. You don't play close to the bench. You just gave 2 goals. I can go like 10 things about why you cannot push the puck. Strobel, guys, you say, oh, he did not cover his guy. Strobel, guy, he thought 90% goalie stopped the puck. He just gave the puck. That's pissed me off if I was the coach. Because this is it's not a mistake because you're not good enough to play in NHL. It's not talent-wise, right? It's about, guys, to be aware. This is dummies 101 hockey on that one. And that's the mistake right there. That said, the last goal, guys, is Lennartson. Lennartson on that one. Lennartson, guy, is struggling. I'll be honest with you. I know many fans love him. I love him. But sometimes you have to be honest. And the honesty went out. Lennartson, the last 4 games, well, he get a point the first period. That's good. Lennartson struggling with his bad decision making in the last 3-4 games. And he's going to get his 60 points. He's going to have a great year. Play well. Smart hockey player, everything. But when he does not play well, we have to tell the truth too. Lennartson is disappointed for the last 3-4 games with the Montreal Canadiens. Not the reason they lose yesterday. But it's a learning from him. A little bit what Jay Strobel learned from the mistake he created at the blue line a couple of days ago against Seattle Kraken. It's been too soft at time, Randy. No rebound control. All I have to do it was cover the puck and mark exactly. Cover the puck and that's it. Nothing else. All the goalie expert on TV talk about this morning. And it's just what you have to do. Montembeault is got it. The bad news for Montembeault, guys, is out of Team Canada. This is over for him. Everyone was there yesterday. Sweeney, Brisebois, Armstrong, to watch Suzuki, Thompson, Montembeault for the Montreal Canadiens. And honestly, Byfield, Dottie for the Kings. Sam, I remember when a Guy Carbonneau slide with his 2 legs almost lying down to block a shot. We don't see that technique anymore. No. The reason behind that, Sam, because when you dive like this, you eliminate yourself of the play. So you block the shot, but you cannot recover the puck. And if you block with 1 leg down, but you have a chance to quicker to stand up and then ready to play. When you're diving, but now you're sliding, and then when you stop, the puck is moving. The game is faster now. The speed is unbelievable, and the reaction is quicker. So that's the reason, Sam, you don't have that situation. Not the year to be Montembeault, Pete, Patrice Brisebois, Guy, Strobel reaction to the goal said is all Montembeault need to watch for a few games. See how Tobash react with a few start. Cash fan. I imagine if this goalie problem continue midway through the season. Welcome back, Cash. Now, I want to give you more information, guys. Here, that's fans, guys. You have a reason why we lost yesterday. Bad chemistry, bad execution, everything like that. But the King guys have a Montreal Canadiens number. They are 9-0-0 against the Montreal Canadiens, the Kings. This is the oldest team in NHL. This is the youngest team in NHL. That's the reality behind that. It is what it is. The Kings, this year, when they lead, they are 6-0-0 after 2 periods, 40 minutes. Since last season, after the second period, 40 minutes, the record guy is 41-1-2. So what is this telling us? This is a team with experience. This is a team learn to protect the lead. This is a team have a lot of leadership inside, and they play a system where they can protect the lead. They know what to do with 1 goal lead or 2 goal lead. This is who they are. Oldest team versus a team, the youngest one. The Montreal Canadiens this year, they have a record of 4-1-2 after 2 periods when they lead. And 2 of the 4 win was winning on the overtime. Let's give you guys this like a red flag right there. So wait, coach. That's exactly like I said. This is a young team where they miss experience. They miss to learn to keep the lead, and it will come with time. And that's what you have to do. It's a little bit like when you play Carolina. It's a team where they wait, they crash the net, they take the rebound, they tip the puck, they work on the system where they are patient, wait for opportunity. This is the team you watch. New Jersey is about speed, transition, quick up. Lesson Kings play with that kind of the maturity, and that's make its difference right now between the Montreal and the Montreal Canadiens. So at the end, guys, that gave really the reason behind everything for the Montreal Canadiens versus you're right, coach. A veteran team outplay the kids. Same thing happened versus Pittsburgh. Now, more things to talk about on the flip side. How we are concerned about the Montreal Canadiens. I'm watching, guys. Tampa Bay right now 6-3 Rangers. They lost 3 of the 4 games. Yeah, 2 points on that on overtime shootout, but they lost 3 of the 4 games. They got outshot, guys, 7 times in the last 8 games. And then they have 2 games. 1 game during the 7th time, guys, they are square. I think it was 27 shots versus 27 or 31 versus 31. And then after that, no power play goal in the last 3 games. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. No power play goal in the last 3 games. After they have an amazing, great run, by the way. And then Montreal Canadiens gave 16 goals in the last 4 games. Maybe it was some talk about this early. That gave them an average of 4.00. Again, the playoff team in 2025, they are a record of 1-4 since the beginning of the season. I don't know. Are you concerned about that or not? Peter, problem is the game plan. You have to know what has to be done before the game. Spent one last 8 times to the team. All guys like me need a little nap. Here we go. 1-0 Sabres. Tourigny is in the deep trouble with the team. Peter, Last three of the last four games, Montreal played three of the last four game connection. So, but he have not really, Peter. He win the last game. Not yesterday. The game he won Saturday is Montreal is 1-1-1. Peter, on the three game you talk about. Tobesh lost and lost in overtime. The 9-0 record is weird. A situation like this, the team are not the same. By that, I mean not allow the same players and different coaches. It's just weird. Yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day, for sure. Why is the loss a good sign, Coach Claude Richard? Because when you are a young team, a rebuild team, example, but when you lost, you're looking always for what you learn, like Lane Hudson yesterday. But Lane Hudson yesterday, I'm pretty sure he will make again mistake, but he learned when you're coming down like this, you have to protect the puck. You cannot just feel okay and just thinking you're not going to get beat. That's an example right there. A game like last night, that showed to you guys nothing is easy. Is going to be easy in NHL. You have to get up there. The video today you're going to see for the players today, they're going to see Sakaski, what kind of play he did yesterday. So those players are going to learn from that last yesterday and to try to correct those mistakes happening there. So it's a good sign to become a better team at long term. For the team. That's the reason. But I think Montreal are 32 on the shot on goal this season. They were 31st before the game. I did not check today, but it's a good stat about that one over there for sure. Sometimes it's not right with giving up that many goals. And last 2-3 games, it's you try to not to not get a series of the game losing straight example. And that's what you try to accomplish. Next thing, guys, but I would like to know from you guys, from the Kings game last night, who is you stood out, your obscure, and your office for the Montreal Canadiens last night? Here we go. Let's see cash. Montreal need more shoot on the net, on my opinion. Let's see if we can get this right there. Here we go. That's a good one to hear that. We need a shot, in my opinion. More shot from the point with traffic and goalie. They need to be harder to play against. Good point about that. Billy, I have a comments right there. We're going to check the comments right here. Not concerned about the few losses in general. Would be up and down. I'm concerned with the effort and sloppiness last night. I don't want to take away from LA, but we did not put much of a fight for that one. Sam, every good team has a player who specializes in screening. The goalie, we don't have anybody in Montreal who that road constantly. Montreal 32 goals against, Tobesh 16 goals against. Mr. A2, back in the house. Welcome back, Mr. A2. Let's see how the boys rebound next game. Go, Tobesh, go. Yeah, tomorrow, Dallas Star. We're going to talk about them. Stood out, Francois, none for them. I'm a two-team guy, so one team is not doing so good. I can share for the others doing. Now, one thing we said, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens is sometimes everything does not look good, right? Bad pass, and they are not there. You always have a big game. Call this the big game. And the big game for me yesterday was not there too. And that was the problem for the Montreal Canadiens. Sometimes you're hanging there, you stay there like the meaningful game, right? And obviously, it was not the case for the Montreal Canadiens. Peter stood out, no one. Obscure, no one. Office, 80% of the team. Interesting. Obscure, François. Stood out, nobody. Obscure, nobody. Office, everybody. PLW. What I'm thinking, LA will get better and they go alone. But stood out, no one. Obscure, Anderson. Office, almost everybody. Book. One app, two Blackhawks for that one. Now, I think Josh Anderson, honestly, have a better game for the Montreal Canadiens, in my opinion. Game like last night is difficult to put only one players right there. But they have other thing happening right there. The power play for Edmonton. Only lose the others and round one dish because of the snow. Now, I want to talk about, guys, individual players. Montembeault, 3.52, 0.861. This is the worst in all the NHL goalies with 7-star A+. He has 9 game, 441, only 0.900 2-time. 6-time, gave 3 goals straight, won the Montreal Canadiens lead, by the way. 4-time, he gave 3 goals inside of 5 minutes, and maybe I'm wrong because one I think is 7 minutes. But still, he has a stretch of his game where Montembeault gave too many goals back to back to back. This is the biggest problem for him because of the eyes on the road, no snow tires. Stan stood out the fans watching this game at the Bell Center. Closer, obscure the coach personally calling the game and the office, the whole team. There we go. Forces entire come to mind. Mark 0.861. I thought it was worse. Not for the NHL. I pick up there for NHL. The Rangers learn how to score again. Well, A2. Yeah, you're right about that. 12 goals the last 2 games for the Rangers, by the way. So, this is happening, guy, for Montembeault. And you have, be sure, like I said, at my headlines, I think it's time to give the net to Tobesh. Let Montembeault get his 1 game per week. Try this for the next 2-3 weeks. And let's see Montembeault come back and have confidence and go from there. That would be the way I see that for the situation. Last night, I talked about Lane Hudson. The next player I want to talk about, guys, is Juraj Sikorsky. Not good for Sikorsky last night. And that was maybe his worst game of the season. All about awareness. Drop the puck. He tried to make, he played with Carl Filizuski. Both of them play great game. And they play with some kind of fancy pass. And, they cross and they go there. And Sikorsky looked like he was trying to do the same thing this season. Last night. Like, draw the puck back. He had an option passing, guys, on the left side. And he passed the puck behind. It was terrible. At some point, Martin Saint-Louis, he put him on the bench. He was back on the ice this morning with his first line. But it was not looking good for Mr. Sikorsky. For sure, coach, let's see if Ivan Tobesh does not the next game and go from there. A2, I'll be honest with you. A2, me. Tobesh tomorrow. Tobesh Saturday. Whatever happened tomorrow, A2, keep Tobesh Saturday. You play Monday and Columbus, A2. Bring Montembeault and Columbus. No people at the Bell Center. He's not going to get boo. He's not going to get any comments during the game. Let him play at Columbus. And then Montreal return with 2 games at home Thursday and Saturday. Again, Toronto Saturday. let play Tobesh again. So that gave 4 game for Tobesh, and 1 game for Montembeault. And from that part after that, that brings you up the last week of the Thanksgiving. And then you're going to see Montreal play 4 game Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, I believe. So at that moment, you can have a split after that. I think they play a back-to-back game. Now you split both goalies, so that way you're going to get 2 and 2. That will be my end of the month for the Montreal Canadiens about Montembeault. So you're right. To kind of game, we will need Slafkovsky to use his size to create space, but he was invisible. Great point about this, Francois. I agree with you. 7-3, the Rangers, signs of COVID-19. Short for Guy. Peter, the cannon might scare the heck of Montembeault. It's happened sometime, honestly, about that. At the end of this, guys, one thing I want to mention that before we move on. Are we missing Caden Cooley? It was not his name mentioned for the last 2 weeks. But now, 20 goals we gave and 60 goals we gave in the last 4 games. Dobson and Madison, it's not pretty for the last 2 games. More Madison for the last 3 games. So right now, I think a guy like Coley could stabilize more. And nothing against Jacky and nothing against Strobel, Carrier. But I think to add Coley, it would help. Mr. Sid not 100%, go to go. Sid not 100%. Mark Elliott scored a goal. Hopefully you feel better, Mark.
Oh my God!
Thank you. He did it again. Mark Elliott scored the first goal of the night at the Hockey Nation Live Show. I appreciate a lot. We're going to give that assist for the special line. Guy and Billy play together and Mark together on the same line. Sometimes Larry Lavallee, but Larry is not here, so Mark takes his spot. Guy and Billy got an assist on this goal of the Mr. Mark Elliott. Thanks so much again. Speed recovery, my friend, for sure. So maybe we're missing Coley for me. Okay, fans play for their team to be winner, not loser. Here we go. About that. So Coley is a question time. Maybe 2-3 games, maybe next week. And hopefully after that, it's going to be good to go with the Montreal Canadiens. And that's concluded, guys. Everything you need to know. Maybe it's time to go that way, guys. First of all, for the people and the survivor, we sent in the contest. 15 of us participate the first time. We're going to have another one very soon. PLW, still to live. Coach A2, Pete Martin, and Artab compete against PLW for the survivor. Once this will be over, guys, we're going to return with a new one and the next couple of weeks. Until then, my friend, question of the night. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's see what we got here. The top 4 all-time goal scorer for Anaheim Ducks are all familiar name. Selani, 457. Followed by Perry, 372. Kaya, 300 on the nose. And Keslav, 282. But who ranked 5th on the all-star and the all-time list for goals scored by the Ducks? I'll give you a tips. He was not drafted by Anaheim. He spent his rookie year with a Trent team, but was a Duck for every other season of his NHL career. Who is this player? We'll give you 1 minute. The guys, the first one get the name, we'll give you the winner. Cam Fuller, Peter August. Meyer, A2 no clue. Here we go. The time is up. I got the answer, by the way. I did not know the first name. I got the last name. Because I watched a lot of Ducks game in between the second period. They asked that question yesterday, I believe, or the game before. I got it. And I was good on that one. No clue. Could be. Welcome in the house. Pierre W knocked the door. And he got it. Pierre W, you get that one. Jacob Silverberg is the one got the 158 goal for the Anaheim Ducks. Congratulations, Mr. PLW, on that one. Sorry, I mean, Carrier, stand the man. And no, for all the people, guys, this is over for this question of the night. We have a lot to talk about, guys, so don't go nowhere. We're not just the beginning. I'm not ready. But we have crossed almost the end. Now, we talk about the Montreal Canadiens, guys. Couple of minutes. But for 40 minutes. We talk about the Kings. We talk about what's going on, what's not looking good, what is concerned, everything like that. Montreal are at the top of the Atlantic right now. Now, if you look about that, where do you consider the Montreal Canadiens, guys, right now? A top 10 team? A team between 11-16? Or a team between 17-22? And your own eyes. Like when you look at that team every night, you see the players, what they look like. What do you see your team right now? Like the Montreal Canadiens, with all the players they have for this year, after 15 games, and when you look for the for right now for the year, how do you see that team? Some will certainly as we try to match Dak with Demidov. I don't think they have played together this year. I think they start the beginning of the season together. But not this there. Frank Tank is a top 10. It's been hard watching Toronto this year. Run 9-10, Francois. Our professor, when it comes to hockey, coach should have running as live special guest tonight on that one. Pete, that's something we have to think about this. Maybe also Randy too when he's ready. Ovio. Billy top 10. Ovio 11-18. Ron 6-12. Like your own opinion to coach. Interesting answer here right now. Sixth place overall, Guy, yeah. Montreal is 11-16, Pete. I think we should force, thank for the likes. I'm going to pick only one. You cannot like both Toronto and Montreal. That's impossible. Claude Richard, thanks so much. 11-18. Eminem, welcome. I'm surprised this year for me. They are 8. Mr. Raju Bouchard, welcome back. That's a great conversation here, guys. Right now, they are at the top. And they have reason behind where they are right now. Quite strength factors play for that team to be where they are right now. Could be 12-16, or ever they are exceeding my expectation is high on that one. Yeah, Antoine went from a bit, Guy, Roger, Pete, Martin, sacrifice, more like he did. So, for me, guys, in my opinion, they are 13 to 16. Yeah, you can maybe set 12. Um, this is a team should make the playoff, and I think they're going to make the playoff. But they're missing a couple of pieces of the puzzle. Um, they're going to regress the next couple of weeks. They're not going to be at the top of the classic. But that said, we expect them, in my opinion, to be 14, 15, 16 at the end. Open to best as well, Roger. Yeah, he's already confirmed, Roger, tomorrow night on that one. More like it. So, for me, guys, Montreal is between 13, 14, 15. Now, I want to go to the next thing for you guys. Is what is missing? What is missing for the Montreal Canadiens to go to the higher level in the standing? So, yeah, maybe you said 10 to me, maybe you said 8, 6, top 5, maybe, I don't know. But you said maybe top 15 or top 20. But what is missing for the Montreal Canadiens? What you think they should do or what they need to do? And the next 12-month example for Ken Hughes. Second center, a winger, a goalie, size, experience, fiscalité. Tell me what they have to do, Ken Hughes, Jeff Gordon, to bring this team to the next level. Would that be a wild card again, Roger? It looked like he's going to get that one. Say it would be Tobias, exactly. Expecting a short playoff, I believe. Cannot fail on any further in a classic. Missing second center, top goalie, another right defenseman with size and more size on the wings. Well, if only Ab can get through first round of the playoff, I'm anticipating it, Billy. Goalie, Roger. Play the bench more in net, Guy. Hey, Cash. Hey, Coach, are you impressed with Budzik? Good question. Impressed, no. I was expecting him to have more will on his game. 4 goals, it's okay. But I was expecting him to play, I don't know, I said harder or more involved with physicality, effort checking, everything like that. He have a couple of good games, but I think he can be better, Cash, for sure. Francois, experience, a warrior. Experience, but let's be patient and watch them grow. Keep developing what they have. Stan Ab need a tall, physical second center. Him, Tage Thompson. Are you not the 2-second winger, right defenseman, experience Ovidio? Thompson, not good fit here, Stan. So, Pete, what make you thinking Tage Thompson is not a good fit? I'm just curious. I'm not, again, guys, when we exchange like that, I don't want to put you down or to look like bad. I just have a better conversation because I will believe me, I like to go on social media or talk with people about to get another pair of the eyes I don't see. Or sometimes you guys, you talk, I try to bring another pair of the eyes maybe you don't see. So Pete, White Thompson is not a good fit with the team. That third line is a motley crew through and a blender, Billy. Patience is what really got us in playoff last season. Could be. Will Hudson have less point this season? Maybe, but not far. I still believe he's going to get 58 to 62 point for that power forward coach, Randy. Not a bad one there. Francois Thompson would be an incredible catch, but what in the world would you give Buffalo? Thompson face-up is below 45% and is not a 200 feet centerman. Uh, that's one. If I can recall it, I think he shot on the right, right? It's a right shooter too. Right now, face-up is at 48% this year. 6 goal, 12.15. His shooting percentage, guys, this is really interesting. Is only at 9.8 this year, guys. The Rangers won tonight 7-3, by the way, for the team. So this is what we got here on that one. Budzik is not in the right shape, but it's hard to find him a spot on the top two likes of Francois. Coach, do you think Madison was hurt bad on the block shot and is still hurt? It could be one excuse for the way he does not play well for the last couple of games. Same thing like Zuski. It may be both of them hurt and they still play. Could be that way too, but he does not play the same way level. Simpson, some and it will cost at least Sakaski, PRW. Peter August Nate, a second setter who will align with Demidov is Zaroski. If only Demidov can perfect his game, a career in the pocket all the way, the net they like Connor Bedard. For right again, all the suggestion, guys, and the reason I put this there is when can you make a move? We have right now at the second center 2 young guys, Michael Edge and Alexander Zarovsky. How long can we take? 2 years minimum. Minimum. During that time, I will hope Doc, Nihuk, Kapanen develop enough to keep Montreal where they at. That said, during that time, the goalie Jacob Fuller would be ready in 2 years. So you have 3 players who could join the Montreal Canadiens the next 2 years. And then you're going to disappear the next 2 years. Josh Anderson, Gallagher, Patrick Laine. That's 3 of them out. The bottom 6 with them. But now you're going to get maybe a guy from Florent Jekai, maybe another one from Laval, and that's it. The Montreal Canadiens identity is about speed. But they need a guy, like you said early, Mark, a guy, a prototype player like Blake Coleman. I don't say we need Blake Coleman. A prototype player where they can bring. For me, guys, the second center, and that's my own opinion here. I could be wrong, but I believe Montreal could get players on the transition for 2 years. Bone Jenner from the Columbus Blue Jacket, guys, is a center. 32 years old. I understand that. You're going to be 33 next season. and he's going to be UFA if I can recall it. He's at 56% face off. He's 10 points this season. Now, let me check his contract for him. But to be sure, what I'm said is normal, is logic. He's a UFA next season, guys. That said, Montreal could trade for Ryan O'Reilly, another left shooter, 4.5, bring experience, everything like that. Ken Hughes does not want to get old players. But at some point, guys, I think, in my opinion, we have a proof yesterday, we're missing experience. Another center have 10 years in NHL, helping Demidov, helping to balance the second line. And with all the love I have for Kapanen, I think Montreal Canadiens could trade for a second center like one like them. Late game in Chicago tonight, A2, yeah, it is. We do agree to get 17 points and 12 game NMM. Good night, Francois. See you next time for this one. Mark, one bad game. There we go. All great point, coach. You hit all the base, could be. They will look at Zaka. They will look at Zaka. Yeah, you're right about that. And I'm get themselves some experienced players and helping out. Great point, Peter. Greater. Truba. They lost Killorn yesterday. I don't know how long he'll be out, Killorn, by the way, for that one. And Oslo is produce more goal. Coach, I'm content with your opinion. Tobey and Ned tomorrow. Guy, you're right about that. So again, we have to wait. I think eventually Albert Jacquard would be traded. Could happen also in the future. So that give you guys a bit an idea what's going on with that. Now I want to move here, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens. Abner. I want to talk about two subjects before we go to the clash tonight. Team Canada roster. I think some of you talked about this yesterday. We know at the game yesterday, guys, we have a couple of people was at the game to watching. But here, guys, from Sport TSN, they are the lineup here. It's a quick exercise we do together for about 2-3 minutes, maybe 5. If you are agree with that lineup, for that, the consensus roster guy: McKinnon, Reynard, Crosby, Hyman, McDavid, Brennan Point, Marner, Suzuki, Celebrini, Marchand, Hovat, Wilson. That's 12 players. Brendan, Ajol, and Mike Shifley. Defensemen, you have 8. Taze, Mikar, Theodore, Maurici, Sanheim, Perenko, Thomas Harley, and Brennan Montour. The 3 goaltender guys is Bennington, Thompson, and Quamper. How you feel about that? Yeah, that was my point of view this last week, Anthony. That Suzuki line is great. Sandeman, good team, A2. Marchessault, hometown, rejuvenation. Don't love our defense, to be honest. Remember last year, guys, Thomas Harley jumped in the top 6 last season. I think Harley could be there. I don't like Brandon Montour there. I think Montour is not responsible on the defensive side. You have a lot of the offensive side. McCarr. I would like to find a defenseman, A2, like Devon Tays with the Team Canada. I have no name right now. I had to figure out something else. But I think I will not bring Brandon Montour, in my opinion, on that one. I want Jake Allen so as a third goalie. Defense is solid, Peter. Goalie, who knows, Peter August? Yeah, again, I think we can go with that direction for sure. For that, look good to me, Coach. It's good team, I'll be honest with you. I like the both of that there. From what was not there before is Max Stone, Cyril Lee, Sam Bennett. I'm just thinking he missed a defenseman. Of course, Montembeault and Hill. Yeah. So I think this is pretty good for the Montreal, for the Team Canada for the upcoming one. Now, let's go back for the next subject. Here, guys. Montreal return on the ice tomorrow again at Dallas Star. Dallas Star have a good team. They beat Ottawa, I believe, and on overtime 3-2. Robin Hands is back. They're still missing Matt Duchene. A team with experience, big bodies, forward. They can score on the top 3 line. Of course, they're missing Jimmy Benn, but the defense is pretty good. The goaltender is great. What it will look like for Montreal Canadiens, we'll see tomorrow. To bounce back for the game again, the Los Angeles Kings. That'll be easy for them, and they play Saturday. Saturday at the Boston. US A2. US is strong. Colby Marchand moved up to the top line to complete on the West Coast line. Good point, Colby, about that. Bennington for starter. Gold is good. Bennington is good. Guy. Not this year, but play a good game yesterday, and we'll see what happening for the. I'm watching Edmonton right now with 3 minutes to go remaining, guys. 1-1 Edmonton and the Flyers. It's rare you put Edmonton at 1 goal only. Star gonna be tough. 20, yeah. So what happening tomorrow, guys? But Dobej will be between the pipe. This is a team. Sometimes Montreal play well, but I believe me, Zuski is still hurt, and I believe Montreal will have to be very cautious. Because yesterday, guys, the Kings was really smart. They keep the speed of the game by not play too much the physicality of the game. Dallas is big; they can play physical. So Montreal will have to adapt their style of the play to be sure they don't fall apart against them for that game. Tobias got to be ready for them. Star gonna be tough. Yep. Another good shout out for the Montreal. We talk about the record, guys. 1-4 against the playoff for last season. And this is going to be where I believe Montreal have to step up. Again, the Dallas Star tomorrow. And of course, we're going to carry on the play-by-play tomorrow night, guys, at 6:45 a.m. p.m. We're going to go to the clash, guys. A couple of clash I have to share with you tonight because I'm before I do the clash, guys, I did the breakdown. Marco and one is here the Wednesday night. We do the Habs Home Day, and we do two different things. First, we do the the breakout of the Montreal Canadiens, the breakdown. So the breakdown, guy, is a stock is the stock market players, and usually what we do who is rising, who is failing for the Montreal Canadiens. We start this for the last couple of weeks, and I have a couple of players I have with you. I would like to hear from you guys. Let me know if you agree, disagree, or maybe you can add me a players, or you can give me not one there. So I'm going to give you first the stock up, followed by the stock fell down, and then I'm going to give you stock to watch. So let's start with that one, guys. Stock up. And now you're going to be surprised, but for me, Kirby Dach, he is on the stock up for the Montreal Canadiens, 4 goal. I think yesterday, guys, he didn't play a bad game, Kirby Dach, yesterday. Play a better game than many of his teammates yesterday. And then Jacky. Now, Coach, come on, Jacky play only 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 10 minutes, 14 minutes. Jacky, his last 2 games, perfect for Jacky. Play exactly what we asking him to do. So for me, guys, they are my 2 players on the stock up. If you have right now players, maybe 2, you feel they should be on the stock up, sharing with me, and I'm going to debate with you if I agree or not on that one. Pete, is Carrier slumping this year, Coach? No. I don't think so. He have a specific role, and because the lack of the Montreal Canadiens on the right side, like he was last year, Savard, his role is different, and he does not really play on the PK last season. Like he was not the first one there, and now he played the chair of Savard, so sometimes he's exposed. And the Flyers score, guys, 2-1 against Edmonton. Saham, I don't know, it was top right there, but the Flyers guys score. And now the Edmonton with 23 seconds, 0.5 to go, guys. Wow. That's really interesting to see that. So hopefully I answer to you, Pete. Carrier is a #1 defenseman in the league that is hit this year. Peter August. It's hard to say, Pete. Some night is not bad, and then questionable. I agree with Doc, Claude Richard. Yeah, Coach finally said good for Arbor. Here we go. Montebo sell stock down for now. Wow, Flyers late goal, yeah, on that one. C'est the man. Rise Tobesh, stand the man. Well, Brick, what do you mean a good sign for the Montreal Canadiens? About the loss yesterday, it's about a couple of things, but to resume this, mistake. Sometimes you have to hit the wall sometime in life to realize what we need to become better. And that's happening, guys, for Montreal yesterday. They have to check Lane Hudson. Mistake, how he can set up. Montebo have to control his rebound and to stop the puck and don't give the puck. Put the glove on it. Sakaski, fancy play. Bring the puck behind. Awareness of front other players. The grinding about this game. Work as an effort. Play together as a group together. Chemistry. They possible have offside guys at the blue line by Tippett. Oh yeah. Oh my God, no goal. Wow. No goal, GF. So they are the reason will break the reason behind that about that one over there. Captain stock is up, Roger. About that, stock down, guys. Leinartson, wow, Coach, you hard. Yeah, maybe hard on Leinartson. But the last 4 games, guys, 3 games, yesterday, is playmaking. Does not finish. Turn around the puck. got beat a couple of times, get open 2 versus 1. He's not play at the same level he was played before, so I could put him down for him. Simon Montembeault, guys, we know what I'm talking about, right? Budzik, we talked about Zachary Budzik a couple of minutes ago. Same situation for Budzik. I put him down. Then I'm going to give you guys the pairing. Remember, guys, the stock is about last week to this week. So it's only 2-3 games. It's not about 1 month. It's only weekly we do that. So for me, they are the players for now down. If you have other players you want to mention down, let me know, and we can go there. Stock up, Caulfield, Peter. No, for me, Caulfield. Now, he scored 2 goals Saturday. He have the same consistency for me for that. Good challenge, you're right. No goal, Randy. Coach is 1-1. You got this. Stock down, Carrier, Gallagher, Anderson, Budzik, Montembeault. I'm not disagree with Gallagher and Anderson. He scored a goal yesterday, but I can understand your point of view. Cole more available on that one, Peter. Buy low, sell high. Gallagher down for Billy. Not a bad call on that one. Also, I could put them. I'm really hard on Hudson and Dobson on that one. Stock to watch now. For me, Jake Evans. Stock to watch for Jake Evans. And then Juraj Sakaski. For Sakaski. That's something we have to watch for the next week for sure. I'm curious to know, PLW, why you put Jake Evans on the stock down. I would like to know what is your point to talk about Jake Evans. Gonna go down, Anderson up, A2. Have a good night, Mr. Wendy. Hopefully see you again, my friend. Enjoy. Sakaski, yes, M&M. Start to watch about that. So let's move on, guys, for my last part of the show, the clash. Then we'll be done for the night. We'll be back tomorrow. And, of course, don't forget to follow my videos every morning. Absolutely not allowed. I get into business with Minute and Mate with Orange and Florida. Montembeault, way down. You're right. All right. First one, guys. I know we talk a lot about Anaheim. For sure. And the first one, guys, is Boston and Anaheim. Both of them. And the playoff next year, or this year, sorry. Do you expect Boston and Anaheim, both, and the playoff? Absolutely, I'm not allowed. Jake Evans cannot be in the freezer zone for Evans. Penny, Pete Martin. Not allowed, Peter. Boston not in the playoff for Peter. Absolutely, Billy. Yes, Guy. Yes, Roger. Absolutely, Pierre. And Oilers win tonight. Rozovic score. Just got a big bag of those orange yesterday, Guy, for vitamin C. Absolutely for Pete. Yeah. I think I would go with that one. Absolutely, I think Boston will make it. M&M, neither team. Peter August, wow. Peter said no Anaheim and no Boston. It's interesting. Not against you, just interesting call. The Oilers guy won tonight 2-1. Let's see what we got other sport. Check the game. The big B. For a team doing poorly this year, the Oilers keep fighting point. You're right. Next one, guys. Logan Thompson with Team Canada. Agree or disagree? Good point about that, PLW for -9. I agree with you about that. Absolutely. You nailed it on that one. I agree with you. Absolutely for that one, Pete. I agree with you. Logan, absolutely for Sanderman. Buffalo 2-0. Nat Thompson, fan pass, GF. Here we go. Next one. Célébrine au Bédard with Team Canada. Nat Thompson fan. Not allowed. One hundred percent A2. Not allowed, Claude. Both GF, absolutely. Absolutely, me too. I agree with that part over there. At least one or two would be Team Canada. Célébrine for Sanderman. We all agree with that one. The next one. Most goal at the end of the year. Agree or not? Leo Carlson over McLean. Célébrine. Absolutely on this one. Yes, with you. Absolutely, Peter August. Canada has an edge over other hockey nations. It's not the grandeur, it's the fact they can bring ultra talented players. Not allowed, Claude Richard. Absolutely for Pete Martin. Yes, for me, Eminem. I will go with that. I will go with absolutely, guys, on that one. Last one. Now, this was coming from A2 the last couple of nights. Do you think the line of the Montreal Canadiens, Suzuki, Caulfield, Sakeski, all three together, the number, the goal at the end of the year, it would be over 97.5. Why I said 97.5? Because if you have to get 98 goal, you have to set absolutely. If it's not, it's going to be not allowed. Billy, not allowed. Not allowed, Ovidio. Not allowed. Not sure on this one. Canada should take note about Canada Junior last year. Left Misa, Seneke, and Yaman Kinchuk. So one line is struggling. Other line can be easy to come. Absolutely. Yes, yes, A2. Caulfield with 76. A2. Look, not allowed. Look, Boston. Welcome back, by the way. RJ Star add tomorrow 7 o'clock. Goalie Jake Ottinger versus Jacob Tobash. Absolutely. This one is tough for me. If I put Caulfield at 44, Ski at 30, it's 24. We need 24 for Slakaski. I will go with yes. 70, 70 and 95 for PLW. Bet out again on that one. I'm not watching yet. So, yeah. That's a good one there. It's not easy one to answer, guys, on this great last one. Eminem 48 plus on this one. But we did it. The Habs Hump day, middle of the week, guys. 2 more days to work for the people working. Tomorrow night, Montreal play again the Dollar Star. And we wish the best for Mr. Marco Larabi. Could not be here tonight. Some kind of emergency the last minute. So we have to wait a couple of days to see what's going on. But our prayer and thought for Marco Larabi, if you don't mind, guys, that'd be great. Same thing for Mr. Nartap and his family. Same thing for Luciano and his family. And same thing for our friend, of course, with Mark to speed recovery. If you don't mind, that'd be good. Any other things, guys, we wish you a great night, everybody. Hopefully, I did enough entertaining for you guys tonight. Alone, it's hard for 2 hours, but I like, that's the reason I did bring a lot of stuff on the question tonight. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow night, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens Dollar Star. Join us live at 7 o'clock talking about your Bleu Blanc Rouge, the Montreal Canadiens. The only reason this show is great is not because of me. It's because of many people of you. And I want to thank RJ Calabro, the news update, a run at the moderator. Mark Elliott scored a goal tonight, the only goal we got. And many of you, we appreciate a lot to click on the likes. Until then, my friend, we're getting to 10,300 the next couple of days because you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Exactly, that's who you are. Guy, merci beaucoup. Billy, Peter August, glad to see you, my friend. Appreciate that. Line 1, 260 points. No. 260 points, no, not allowed. We have Pete Martin. You're welcome, my friend. And thanks, guys. Cash, thanks so much. And Eminem, great to see you guys. Ovidio, pleasure to see you again. Ovidio, to see you every time. And A2, Luc Lafortune, Claude Richard, Roger Bouchard, and many other Duane and Duane. Thanks so much, my friend Butch. Welcome back again. And many other guys. Appreciate that. And be wild, BL. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what? Someone said 2025. Of course, the Hockey Nation, the Ab Nation, and all the animals inside of the kingdom and talent want to tell you one more thing. We love you, friends. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. More game to play right now. Buffalo, Kraken, and then we have the Chicago versus the Devils. Mr. Nartap, good night, my friend. And Nartap, glad to see you at the last minute. Oh. Booyah! Good night, and Nartap.